Hello.
For,
Hello.
for everyone watching on YouTube, I am Cam, aka Grove. I'm joined today by Corey Castro, Horny
Hey.
Boy, and
Hey.
Cookie,
Yo.
and we're gonna be talking about some games. So, to start it off, what got you guys started? What did you guys do in your childhood for video games?
All right, who's gonna go first?
I can go.
All right, do it up.
My grandfather played NES a bunch when I was a little kid.
Oh hell yeah!
And he would VHS record himself playing it and then hand me the controller so he didn't have to teach me.
That's sick.
And I guess from watching him, I just figured out how to play it. So one day they were letting me play it, and I started actually playing the game, and they thought I was a genius. So, turns out I'm not a genius. But funny thing is like being in music and stuff. It's the most hilarious thing is when I was like 8 years old, and I was starting to want to play guitar and stuff, kind of a little bit. My dad asked me what I wanted for Christmas. If I wanted a guitar, if I wanted an N64. Fuck that guitar, dude. I wanted that.
Amen. Heard.
True.
N64 was one of my favorite consoles.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, basically ever
Sure.
since I've just been playing video games, probably more than I've actually been spending learning how to play and write music.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
I think I started on N64, just playing Smash with my brother as a kid.
Right.
I never played Smash on N64.
Damn.
It is so fun.
Really?
Yeah, I played Super Mario 64. I played Mario Kart 64. It was only really Mario, and I remember
Honestly,
there was
I don't like Mario Kart 64. I feel like that game is a little too dated now.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
okay when you're playing the drinking game with it.
Right.
Dude, Super Mario 64 though is
That's a
I played that
legendary game.
so much.
That's the one where you jump in the paintings, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
that's the best.
good.
That is the best, hands down.
There was another game I played on it. I'm pretty sure it was like a 007 game. I don't know why my
GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye.
Yeah. That game's legendary.
I don't know why my
Side-
parents let me play that. I was like 5.
And then Nightfire on the GameCube.
Honestly, one of my favorite games of all time. I feel like y'all are actually about to shit on me right now, but one of my all-time favorite games is Donkey Kong 64.
No, that shit was fire.
It's
Dude,
pretty
yeah,
good.
I
It's
thought that
pretty
game was
good.
great.
Dude, that game is amazing. People shit
Also-
on the collectathon games and shit like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, but those are the most
Yeah.
fun for me. It's
Dude,
just-
Banjo-Kazooie is
mindless
my
fun.
favorite platformer.
It's great. It's phenomenal.
It is good.
Also, unpopular opinion on my part, Diddy Kong Racing is better than N64 Mario Kart.
Oh, no questions asked. No questions asked. That
That's
game is
that's
sick.
a
I've never
nuclear
played
take.
it.
That's not
It's
that
a
hot of a
super
take.
nuclear take, I think.
Is it?
I think that's a pretty nuclear take, dude.
I just
Mario
liked
Kart
it.
64 sucks.
Dude, I liked it because of the whole actual adventure aspect of the game.
Yeah, that game was sick. I
Yeah.
love that game. And Diddy
Plus-
having his own game is just kind of cool.
Yeah, and you get Conquer on it too, which
Oh, true. I forgot Conker was in that game.
I think that was Conker's actual first appearance in a game, and then Conker's Bad Fur Day came out after that.
Interesting.
Wait, Bad Fur Day on N64?
Yeah.
I played that briefly at my friend's house. I remember it so vividly.
Dude, I'm sure your parents wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't have either.
I like the shit monster in that game.
I grew up playing a lot of NASCAR games. That's yeah, I had every NASCAR game on PS2. That's not a joke.
NASCAR Thunder.
Yeah,
I didn't know
NASCAR
those
Thunder
existed.
I didn't know they
2004.
had NASCAR games. I didn't know they did
I didn't know
this.
that either.
Wait,
I've
actually,
never heard of
yeah,
that.
I had
I've never heard of that.
They made one every year, and I had it like every year, 2002 through 2009.
I had like racing games. Like I loved like the Burnout and shit like that. Like I loved
Burnout
stuff
was
like that.
sick.
I didn't know NASCAR games existed. Like was it like Madden except for racing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly like that. There was nothing
What the
special
hell?
about it.
Dude,
That's kind
the
of
sport of turn left was very popular in the early 2000s.
turn
you know?
left.
You guys ever play like Need for Speed or like Forza or anything?
I used to play like Gran Turismo games when I
Oh,
was a
Gran
kid.
Turismo was sick.
Oh, I was all about that fucking Fast and the Furious lifestyle, dude. Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh, that's
Dude,
the best game ever
soundtrack in that
made.
game is so sick.
That's
I
what I feel
know,
about
dude.
Burnout. Burnout is what got me in. Burnout and Tony Hawk games were what got me into half of the like pop punk music I listened to today.
I feel that with Tony Hawk,
Dude,
yeah.
especially with Tony Hawk.
Pro Skater 4 soundtrack.
I used to play Burnout 4 a shit ton, or Burnout 3 a shit ton.
Is that Takedown?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
that is one of the greatest
speaking-
games of all time. I love that game.
Speaking of soundtracks, dude, NASCAR Thunder, dude, it had that Molly Hatchet song on there. I used to just turn every other song off. The one that's like, I'm driving down the road and I'm flirting with.
There was in Thunder 2004, there was a Rancid song I used to listen to.
Rancid on a
Yeah.
NASCAR game.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
so sick.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
in Burnout, Burnout got me into the like bouncing souls. How fucking weird is that?
That's insane, yeah.
Yeah, they had a bouncing souls song in Burnout Takedown. I was like, what the hell? That introduced me to that like little corner of like epitaph punk music.
Dude, what song was it like?
Sing
I
sing
put
along
the
forever.
on the record.
I think it's called like sing. Yeah, I put the sing along forever. Maybe it was called
Dude, I think the needle on the record song. I forget the title of it. I think it was on a Tony Hawk game.
a bouncing souls song.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been so long.
Do you know how it goes? I love that band.
Oh,
Ah,
God, how the
we'll
first
figure
line?
it out.
It starts off with just like right into the verse.
It's like I live my life in my own way. That song?
It might be. I don't remember, dude.
That's probably every bouncing soul song, actually.
Oh fuck, I can't remember.
I've never listened to them, so I don't really have any.
They're nothing too
here.
special, but they're just
It's-
a good punk band, you know?
Dude, yeah, just solid like generic punk.
Yeah, just solid generic, like almost fest punk, I guess. Just epitaph punk music.
That's sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What are some other good soundtracks in games? I'm trying to remember now.
I mean, if we're talking like original soundtracks, like not like
Dude,
Tony
Chrono
Hawk-
Trigger original soundtrack, ballin'.
I don't know that game.
Dude, that's my favorite game of all time, actually. Super
Damn.
Nintendo,
Really?
I'll have to check that out.
dude.
I love
it's
Hotline Miami. Do you remember that game?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
dude.
That game
For
had that like
sure.
that retro wave soundtrack, and I was super into that at that point. I was super into that.
Yeah.
all right. I figured it out. Bouncing Souls. The title of the song is that song.
That's sick.
I forgot. what
Oh,
song
that's
it
the
was.
song. I put the needle on. the
Yeah,
record.
dude.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do know that song.
I'm pretty sure it was on like a Tony Hawk game or some kind of like skateboarding game. Maybe like Dave Mira BMX or something.
I remember we
Oh,
played
yeah.
with like our Prince Daddy's first like big show, like our first show that wasn't in a basement, was playing with the starting line at like
Nice.
at a sold out like New York City holiday show, and I was like so fucking nervous. Like I've never played to more than 100 people, let alone 1,000 people. So I was so nervous, and the only bit of banter I had, I didn't really know starting line that well either, but the only bit of banter I had was like, yo, we're here. We're warming up for the band from Burnout Revenge. I'm so stoked.
No.
Like, that's all I had. And by the end of it, I was like, I hope they didn't take that as a dig because I really am grateful to be here. But like, I had nothing else to say because I was so nervous. I was just like, talk about Burnout. Talk about Burnout.
That's so sick.
I've been playing shows since I was 19. I'm 31 now, and I still have that same issue all the time.
Shit is
Just, like,
scary,
not
yo.
knowing what
I'm
to
so
say.
glad that I don't have to do that.
You,
That's
you
all
get
I'll
up there,
say.
you just like when you're practicing and shit, you can come up with all the things you want to say, but when you get up there, you choke, you know?
Dude, I think my stage banter at practice is like 5 million times better than my actual stage banter.
Do you
Like,
actually do it
yeah.
at practice?
dude, I fuck around at practice all the time.
That's a good. That's a good idea.
Dude,
There was one tour when I had to start. I like before each show, like I'd have a Sharpie and write on my hand different bulleted talking points because like it would be so awkward between songs that my band would be looking at me like, Core, you're the only one with the mic. Do something. You're making us look like idiots up here.
dude,
That's
occasionally
funny.
we'll let Kevin like do some banter, and it always just no. It fails.
I feel like Kevin's not the type to do banter.
Dude, he just like has like a really higher pitched voice, so he'll just be like, "How's everybody doing tonight?"
Thankfully, we have a new bassist now who's very enthusiastic, so we're gonna give them a mic for between songs so I can just shut the fuck up and not worry about it.
Dude, I let Jake talk sometimes. He's better at like serious shit. I can like I can bust off an okay joke here and there. And sometimes if I really have something to say, I'm all right at it. But most of the time it's just like, yeah, it's sick to be here. Last
It
time we
also
were here, it was
depends if I've
sick.
been drinking.
Yeah,
I
truly.
feel like I definitely like it's hard for me to shut up if I get up there and I've had a few drinks.
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I usually have a few drinks before we play.
Yeah, right? It makes you somehow drinking before a set makes you look like less of an idiot. What's up with that?
As long as you walk the line the right way and don't have too much to drink before a set, because I've definitely done that before.
Me too. I choose to forget about those moments though.
I
feel like Cam has definitely seen me in those
Oh,
moments.
you know
actually.
it. Have you
There's a
seen the
picture of me and
picture?
Cam. Oh my god! I show people that picture. I'm like, I have a natty daddy in one hand, I have a joint in one hand, and my eyes are in the back of my head. I'm like, what the hell? Why did I let him take a picture of me right now? This is embarrassing as hell.
Can we see this picture?
I'll pull it up. Hold on.
Bring the picture up and zoom in on my fucking stupid ass face. I literally am holding a joint and a natty daddy. It was like a house show, and I was just like, I hate that it exists, but I love that it exists. Can you send pictures to this chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Perfect.
Alright.
Y'all get to see me at my worst.
There it is.
I like how it's like
yeah.
slightly like chroma keyed out. So you just see
I've
the
definitely
face.
seen that picture somewhere before too.
It's a great picture.
Like for sure.
Oh god, that is a picture and a half.
Oh man. I love the actually like going at it with the duck lips too. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
dude, I do that all the time, especially if I'm like too toasted.
The infamous picture.
Absolutely
from Lowell,
faded.
Massachusetts. Absolutely 100% faded.
No, that was in Albany. That was at Birthday Dan's.
Oh,
more
you're
faded.
right. You're right. See, I don't even remember the fucking day it was. I hate myself always.
Oh man. I'm
We
sure
had a-
there are plenty of pictures out there that I've taken with people that you can absolutely 100% tell that I am gone.
I think we took a redemption pic like a couple weeks ago, right? I
Yeah.
look kind of. There's a certain aura of sexiness going on between you and I in that pic.
Hold on, I'll pull that one up. I got it somewhere.
There's no natty, there's no joint. It's just me having a good time with my boy Cam. That's it.
Yeah, here's that one. The new and improved.
Natty and joint.
Ah, shit! I
hiding
am
to the
drinking.
side.
I am drinking.
No, it's okay because the eyes aren't in the back of the head this time.
Yeah, it's definitely a redemption pick though.
I think so.
For sure.
I definitely
That's
had a
got a
neck
sick
beard
ET
going
shirt.
on.
Like the last one reminds me of like some of the pictures I've taken with people after like house shows and stuff when I'm just like fucking toasted.
Right.
And it's like lights are on, no one's home. especially back in the day, like shit, like when all of Free Throws touring was just almost specifically basement shows that were
Yeah, for
just
sure.
parties.
Yeah. It's an interesting life to live. It's like I don't dislike it, but it's definitely potentially bad for me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I like those days though. I like those tours. Those tours are always the most stress-free kind of just feels like, a couple
Yeah, they
homies
truly are.
chilling.
Like on bigger tours, sometimes even if like you're like even direct support or even just a support band, like sometimes it kind of feels like maybe you're stepping on people's toes or like
No,
stepping on your
exactly.
boundaries a little bit, and you kind of like are always like a little bit walking on eggshells.
100%.
Mhm.
100%.
On those kind of tours, it's like, nah, fuck it.
Even if it's
Yeah.
even if you're doing like at this point like doing a headliner where we're playing venues, it's like there's still that sense of like I don't want to walk on the venue's toes. I don't want
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
promoters,
exactly.
Yeah.
the whatever. Like anyone who helped put this together, I'm grateful for you and I want to show that. However, like with a house show, it's like I'm still gonna show that, but I know like like we're on the same page.
What the vibe
Yeah,
is,
for
yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
we both know what the vibe is, and we're both trying to just have a good night tonight.
Because like, especially when you're moving it, like, because you guys especially are starting to move up into like much bigger venues now, and like, so like, it's one of those things where like when you're there, there's like a whole staff you have to like
Yeah,
kind of
there's a
respect, and
team.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, and they're
exactly.
like all working hard at what they do to make sure that
Exactly.
you're taking
Mhm.
care of the show's going off as well as possible. I mean, sometimes security can suck, but like
They're doing their job.
they're doing the job. Yeah,
Right.
for the most part, you don't want to fuck with people's like work, like their
Exactly.
job.
Exactly, because I'm doing my job too, and I would hate for someone to be fucking with my job. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Have
But
you
see, then you can
guys
just rock star your way, diva out of it.
Right.
Hell yeah.
have you guys ever had to throw people out of a show or like yell at security?
I've yelled at security plenty of
Have,
times.
have y'all did security like a couple times? We've definitely had to throw people out of our shows, especially when there were like smaller venue shows that didn't have security and people were doing
Mhm.
something like fucked up. One time, Justin and Larry dove off the stage in the middle of our set because some dude punched a girl and they like went after
That's
him.
Oh
fucked.
shit.
Oh, that's
And it was
heavy,
like
yo. That's
it
dense.
got pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Then the one security guy there that worked the door, like I guess like leg sweep the dude, like
What the
hit
fuck?
him
Damn.
with that like karate kid
The
sweep
dude
the
who hit the
leg.
girl?
Yeah,
Oh, good
like
for
he
him.
was like it was like getting pushed to the back, and the one security door guy just like sweep the leg, dude.
Damn.
Got him,
Honestly,
dragged him out.
that's kind of badass.
It was kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
There was one time when like in Albany, like the Albany music scene kind of sucks. Like I'm just gonna be real. Like it's just like either you play a house show and it's sick, or you play a venue and it's like pretty lame. And that being said, the house shows are sick. But there was one time when we tried to do like on our headlining tour, we tried to do like an Albany headlining venue show, and it was at this place where like people like it was like a bank, so it was like a pretty formal
What the
place.
hell?
Yeah, no, it was super weird. So like and at our shows we have like stage divers, people jump in and it's kind of chaotic, So
Yeah.
like when that shit started to happen, the staff obviously didn't get the memo that like we're like a rock band and this is gonna happen, and they were starting to like kick people out. So then I was like, yo, if you're gonna start kicking people out, then like we'll just stop because these kids are doing what we tell them to do. And then they kept kicking people out. So we just invited everyone on stage, and there was like 100 kids on stage, and then they pulled the plug, and then they were like, y'all suck, you're not allowed back here. And that's the story of why we're not allowed back at like the one Albany venue that would fit us.
Dude, I feel
Damn.
like they should have like known what they were getting into there a
They
bit.
should have. And we even showed
Uh,
them a video. We literally showed them a video. We're like, this is what it's gonna be like. If you're okay with this, like, then we want to do it.
Well,
And
like
they're
what
like,
did
yeah,
they
let's do it.
expect? Like like some like dad like cover band, to play, and everybody
Right.
just kind of chills and stands around.
They do like the last show they did there that was a success was like I know, questionable, problematic, but they did a Pine Grove show, and that obviously went down well. And it was like because that was like the vibe, no one's gonna stage dive for Pine
Yeah, they're
Grove.
like
Yeah.
it's like an indie kind of style,
Cowboy.
Yeah, and there is dads there who are excited to see Pine Grove and shit. You know what I'm saying? My dad would probably go and be excited to see Pine Grove if it was a year ago.
Dude, your
But
dad is sick.
Isn't my dad the coolest person in the world?
Dude, absolutely.
It's
Speaking of Albany house shows, we played at your house once.
true. I remember
And
very well. We
your
went in the hot
dad,
tub together.
yeah, and your dad gave me a beer and played catch with me in the backyard.
I remember this all too well.
It was sick.
I've only ever
Good times.
been to one house show, and it was that house show in Albany.
You've only been
Like,
to one house
Only
show ever?
one house show.
Yeah, and I drove an hour and a half for it.
It was birthday
Uh,
dance house?
Yeah, it was pictures of Vernon and P Daddy. It was sick.
Yo, that was so much
Sick.
fun.
Dude,
That was-
shouts out POV, dude.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
wish
Pictures
I
of
had
Vernon, best
known
band in the
more
world.
of their music.
Their
Like,
new record, yo. Their new
They're so
record.
good.
They're coming out with a new record. I'm gonna when does this come out? This
probably
podcast?
like a couple days from now.
Ah, no one cares. It's my friend. Dude, their new record, they recorded it here at my house. It is the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. Daniel Gorham is a genius. He's literally a mad scientist when it comes to writing songs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
He
I don't even
amazes
know how
me.
he plays drums like that and sings. Like,
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's doing a
fucked,
lot
dude.
of
It's
shit.
crazy. I love
Insane.
that boy. Insane.
So sick.
But yeah, house shows. Also, one thing I have done at house shows before is like played a house show where people were like playing N64 on a projector, like while we were playing and stuff. It was kind of sick.
Like behind you? Is it projecting
Yeah.
behind you?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Wow, that is so cool.
Like at the same time, I was like, I know they're not even paying attention to whatever the fuck we're doing. But
Who
Yeah.
cares though?
It looks cool.
We did you know how like some venues have like they have like project you can like choose what you want to project behind you
Yeah.
for your set.
Yeah.
At our on the last tour we did at Philomoka in Philly, we just had them YouTube every cutscene from Shadow the Hedgehog and have that play behind us for the whole
That's
time.
so sick.
It was so cool.
Dude,
That's so fitting.
I love Philomoka actually.
It was great. Yeah, that show is amazing.
But then
I had a lot of
is
fun.
it still shut down?
I think temporarily. I think
Yeah, I
there's,
know they
like-
were like having to like like zone it or whatever with the city.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's a permanent like Philomoka's gone forever. I know the batting cages are gone.
Damn.
Rip.
Everybody hits.
Everybody hits is done now. Yeah, we
That
wanted to play
sucks.
there and they were like, "No, sorry, that place is done." I think.
We played a really fun show on the floor there that was really sick.
I love that place, dude. That is the coolest venue in Philly, in my opinion. Like the coolest like mid-tier venue in Philly.
Yeah.
That
I
is
never
the
got to
one.
play there.
Oh, it's so. Have you been there for a show?
No.
Oh,
Dang.
I've seen
dude.
so many pictures though.
It's so sick.
It's
We played there on
legendary
like
for
one of our
sure.
first big tours with. It was like us opening for Mom Jeans, and we played there, and it was like packed, and it was rowdy. It was really cool. The vibes are really chill there. Everyone's down.
Oh,
Dude, yeah. And like Philomoka, it's also like BYOB too, so you don't have to worry about like
Yeah.
fucking venue beer pricing or anything like that. if you
Everyone
do
is
wanna
so
drink.
chill in Philly. It's crazy.
Dude, yeah.
The Philly music scene is sick.
It really
Like-
is. I'm pretty sure every show I've ever played in Philly has been a basement show, actually.
Were they sick?
But they're all so sick every time.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeff, now thinking back on it, I played at so many fucking places in Philly.
Yeah.
I played the church like twice.
The
3
church is
times.
great. I love that
Dude,
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Legendary. Legendary spot.
Awesome. We played with Marietta once at Michael Jordan,
Yep. I played Michael
Uh,
Jordan once.
Phil Mocha twice, Voltage Lounge twice.
I've played the Voltage Lounge actually when we toured with Dry Jacket. That was
Hell
sick.
Yeah,
yeah.
Voltage Lounge is cool. The stage is a little strange.
Is that a house?
No, it's like
No, it's a pretty nice venue.
yeah, it's
Right
like a
on.
venue.
It's
I
like
think
mid-size.
I think it has something to do with like a university or something. And it's like the people who run it are like involved with
Yeah.
the university or something.
That's sick. That's sick.
I'm not. I could be absolutely fucking wrong though.
We're playing a place I've never played before on this upcoming tour. I think it's either the Foundry Room at the Fillmore or the Fillmore Room at the Foundry.
Yeah, it's the Foundry Room at the Fillmore. Yeah, I know what
Gotcha,
you're talking
yeah.
about.
Have
I've
you ever
played
played-
there.
Is that a sick place?
Yeah, it's sick. It's expensive. It's got tall ceilings. So
Expensive in what way?
and like if you're gonna go to the bar, it's expensive.
Oh,
I mean, it's a part of the like the actual Fillmore. It's like this upstairs room.
which is a huge
I
ass room, right?
the Fillmore, yeah, it's like
Yeah, right.
2,200 or something like
Like
that.
size like a House of Blues
holy.
venue or something, probably,
Yeah,
right?
and
Gotcha.
then the Foundry's like a mid-sized venue. I mean, it's
I think it's like
pretty
500 cap.
yeah, it's like it's hard to fill up if especially because it's like not where everybody usually goes to shows in Philly.
For sure, for
Mhm.
sure.
But like it is in a cool area. So I mean, the last few we played because we played there like 3 times. I think the first one was like kind of okay, and then the
Right.
last couple have been like they've just gotten better and better. I think it because it was kind of new when we first played there.
Dan, what bands were you playing with when you played that place?
The first time, shit, you blew
Y'all
it.
have been
I think?
y'all have been doing this for a second. Y'all have probably some
Yeah.
legendary stories.
Oh yeah. There's been some crazy shit, you know.
Absolutely, y'all
Because
have
I
been
mean,
kicking it.
we
Y'all been
started
really
touring
big.
in 2013.
Damn.
So you're coming up on 10 years.
Yeah, getting there.
Damn, that's fucking sick, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, if I don't die of, you know, like liver failure or something like that in the next couple of years. Yeah, we started being a band in 2012, started touring in early 2013.
I think we just hit 5 years of tour. I think like New Year's of 2014, New Year's Eve 2014 was our first show ever.
Dude, time flies.
It really truly does.
Yeah.
It does not feel like I've been free throw for almost 10 years.
Yeah, shit is wild for sure.
Dude, Perspective has been a band for 6 now, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah. Damn. Wow.
I remember trying to get Perspective to play my house back in the day before Prince Daddy was even a band. Like probably when you were first, like the first year y'all were starting.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to get y'all to play my house.
I
was
don't remember that.
I mean,
I would have been down.
it's probably just because you hated me and thought I was lame. You know?
I just remember our first tour. I was still a senior in high school, and I left school for a whole week to go on tour.
That's pretty badass.
And like,
When
I
it
don't know,
just
I
became
convinced my
druid.
parents to let me do it somehow.
When you went back to school, were you telling all your friends like, "Yeah, I was just traveling.
Yeah.
I was traveling the country, no big deal."
Yeah, it was with Trash Lord, which is
Yo,
Dylan-
Trash Lord.
yeah, Dylan
that the
from Great
Pittsburgh band?
Grandpa
Oh, never mind.
from
Never mind.
Seattle.
Yeah. I know that band.
Yeah,
I like Dylan. Dylan always
love Dylan.
hooks us up when we go to Seattle.
yeah.
Dude. So does Prince Daddy have any songs named after video games?
Oh yeah, we do
Dude.
plenty.
So do we. I think it's become like, you know how like there always used to be like, I guess like emo songs and punk songs that were named after like fucking. There's always been references and stuff like TV shows and stuff like that.
Right.
But like I've been noticing video games becoming like a lot more like common in song
For
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
these days.
absolutely. Well, first of
Because
all, we actually have a fully like studio recorded version of City Escape, the first song from Sonic Adventure 2.
Sick.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Oh wait, isn't that
Yeah.
on the like?
Yeah, the Dikembe split.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we have an actual recorded version of that because that is probably like my number one game of all time. And actually, if you give me some time to think, I guarantee there's more. But on Cosmic Thrill Seekers, we have a song called "The Prototype of the Ultimate Life Form," which is the name of the final boss in Sonic Adventure 2. Battle.
Nice.
Damn.
Dude,
Yes.
everybody thinks I got the title for What's Past His Prologue from Shakespeare. They're wrong.
Where's it from?
It's from a Metroid game.
Hell yes.
'Cause
Yo,
it's like
I
a
just
fucking
started playing
monologue.
Metroid Prime for the first time ever. I
Dude.
put in Metroid
Hell
Prime
yeah.
and I'm like, holy shit, where the fuck was I when this came out? It's like the perfect game to me.
Dude, Metroid Prime is sick.
That game's amazing.
I heard a rumor that they're like working on a new one.
Really?
Like a reboot or like an actual like would it be
I don't
a
know
fourth?
if it would be I don't know if it'd be like a sequel or if it would be a reboot, but like I forgot who it was that was talking to me about it. They showed me something on it. I'll look
Damn.
it up and see if I can find it. But like I'm assuming it's gonna be for the Switch.
Yeah, for sure.
I love my Switch, yo. I love my Switch so much.
Dude, touring is not. I couldn't tour without my Switch now.
It'll never
Yeah, same.
be the same again. It'll never be the same again now that we have the Switch. Honestly,
Dude,
like it's
the Switch changed touring.
For
100%. It's like a whole different beast now. I don't get bored.
Dude, yeah. I used to like for a while, like before I got the Switch, I would go play Pokemon Go and like walk around and actually get
Right.
exercise. Well, now fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. I used to do stupid shit like read books. Now it's like, what am I doing? I got a Switch. I'm playing fucking Breath of the Wild.
You guys ever play a DS on tour?
Yeah, I did, but like my DS was so fucked from how much I played Pokemon on it that the battery life for it was so shit.
Yo, that is exactly my situation too. I literally retired my DS because my Pokemon addiction got so bad that like my DS was starting to fart out on me.
Dude, oh man, mine's like especially like once I got my 3DS and I was playing Pokemon, dude, like it went from like, oh dude, this is so sick. I can play it without having to charge it for like 5 hours to like I've got 30 minutes now that
Right.
I've got this thing fully charged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if I'm not sitting shotgun, then I'm not charging it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm just shit out of luck.
Dude, but the Switch, like honestly, it's nice because like at least a few of us in the van have a Switch. So like while one person's charging, we're all run our battery down, and we just like rotate out.
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, also, I bought a really expensive power brick from our Switch. Not gonna lie to
Nice.
y'all. Yeah.
See,
a
we
good
put the
idea.
converter at the front of the van or whatever, and we just
Yeah.
plugged in like a fucking long extension cord and put like one of those like like surge protectors.
Do y'all have
in
like
the
a
middle
full
bench.
ass like power strip with multiple input with multiple?
But that sounds
Yeah.
so dangerous, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, dude, it 100% is.
Who-
But my
But if you
dad's
can
like
play
an
Switch-
electrician, so we had him like wire it up to where it would be at least not that bad.
we just have one. We in the front we have like one the thing you plug into the lighter that has 2 outlets on it and 2 USB things. That's it.
I mean, hey, those things still come in handy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're
For
used.
sure,
They're
yeah.
used.
Would you imagine if it was like when I first started touring, you had to use a map?
Dude, no, I literally can't. That sounds like a horror movie.
Dude, it
Dude,
sucked.
what does
so
that even
bad.
mean?
You ever seen Green Room? You ever seen the movie Green Room?
I have. Yeah, I just watched it the other day, actually.
That's how I imagine. Like, I imagine like looking at a map trying to find this like weird ass white supremacist ass venue. It's like that just scares me. Like not knowing like where you're going
Yeah.
is terrifying to me. Like trying to tour with just a map is absolutely terrifying to
It
me.
was insane. My
One wrong
first
turn
tour,
and it's over.
One
dude.
wrong turn.
dude, my first tour ever. I was 19. Went to college specifically just to join a band. And
What does that mean? You went to college
like,
to join a band?
I went to college at Middle Tennessee State University because like the whole music scene that wasn't fucking country music in Nashville was based out of Murfreesboro, where the college is.
Got you.
And like everyone that was in bands and like toured and stuff, all were like based out of that college. So I was like, that's where I'm fucking going. This is how I'm gonna do it.
I have the opposite
And-
upbringing. I didn't go to college because I wanted to be in a band.
Dude, see, like I lived in a small town in high school, so I couldn't find anyone to play with me.
Right.
And so when I went to college, I literally ended up dropping out like 3 times, going back and dropping out like 3 times because of the fact that I kept going on tour in the middle of the semester.
Yeah.
Right.
And but my first tour, I was 19, and like fucking this was what 2007. Like we didn't have fucking. We all had fucking Sidekick 3s,
Yeah.
that was like the cool phone back then. And
I don't even know what that is, yo.
dude, it's
Motorola
actually-
Sidekick.
They were really sick, dude. They had
I
this
had a
little flip
Razor.
motion.
Yeah, I had a
like,
Razor
that you-
too.
It's like this thing you held like it almost was like a fucking Game Boy SP. Or like fucking
I had an
Game-
edible
Game
phone
Boy
one time.
Advance,
Wait,
but
what?
it had a little flip screen.
Little side note. Go on.
But yeah,
I need more explanation.
wait, like you could eat your phone.
Go on. Yes, but we don't have to talk about that right now.
Dude, acid, man. But so I went on this tour and I was like, I didn't really fucking think it through. I was just like, they were like, can you play bass for our band and go on this full US? I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm in. So I leave on this tour and I'm like, so how do we know where we're going? They pull out a fucking map. There's it's like huge.
That would
And like,
stress me out.
dude, whoever's sitting in the front seat actually had to be navigator. Like you'll hear
Right.
people make jokes about like, oh, dude, you're navigator and pilot, whatever. Like they actually had to be. Like we could like as a band back then, like a Garmin or a fucking any kind of GPS, which hardly worked half
The
the time.
Tom, dude.
Dude, they were like expensive as fuck too.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So like we were like, yep. We would have to look at maps and like fucking navigate that way, and it fucking sucked.
Yo, I don't even think I could read a map right now. Honestly,
I don't either.
like I don't drive. Like I don't even drive. So like my like navigation skills are so dated. Like I don't think I could like. I don't want to get my license because I know there's going to be a giant learning curve because I spent like these past like 7 or 8 years not even like having that be part of my life. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
no way. Dude, no way. It's easy. It's just like burnout.
Honestly.
All right, you know what? Maybe I'll schedule my test.
Dude, yeah. Dude, and like I mean, if you think about it now too, even when you play like Grand Theft Auto or something, you got like the GPS is like a part of the mini map. Like it tells you where to go.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I take my road test, I should get a gun?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
Dude,
I can
You
make
know-
this
you know-
happen.
dude, Grand Theft Auto, real life.
Right, cheat codes and everything. Unlimited life.
What was the unlimited life cheat code from Grand Theft Auto 3? Does anyone remember?
Like,
it?
Shit. Nah, I don't remember.
I don't remember what
GTA
exactly
3?
it
L1,
was.
R1, up,
I
up,
have
down.
GTA 3.
L1, R1. Fuck, I can't remember it now. But I remember you
I
used to
want
like sit there
R1,
and like
up, up, down.
right, like
X.
Wasn't there a really raunchy cheat code in that game? The coffee one?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, don't tell mom.
My mom broke
That
that
was
disc
in what, San
because
Andreas, I think?
was it in San Andreas? I thought it was in
I think
3.
so the hot coffee thing. It might have been
The-
in 3.
The first GTA game I played was, I think 4 is the New York City one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was the first GTA game I played, honestly.
I
Nico
played
Bellic.
3 when I was like 5,
Nickel.
and my mom broke that disc within me playing
you
it
were
2 times.
5?
Yeah.
Dude.
She was
My-
like,
my-
no,
like-
snap. My mom would have been like, at least we're taking it back.
My uncle gave it to me, and I was like, okay, that's sick. And yeah, that did not sit well with my mom.
I remember
Well, I
going
mean-
to the store to get when it came out, getting like Gears of War 2 or something. I don't know how
Mhm.
old I was. I was pretty young. Like I was at either like late middle school, probably middle school. Yeah, middle school. And the guy at the counter convinced my mom to put it back.
The hell?
I was like, "Are you
Really? What
a
kidding me? I'm
dickhead.
trying to give you money right now." He was like, "You do realize you're literally brutally slaughtering people in this game." And I'm like, "Homie, I'm about to hand you $60. Like, shut up. Jesus.
You're not
Oh
even
my
like
God.
brutally slaughtering people though. It's like
It's
fucking
aliens.
aliens.
Wh-
You're
Yeah.
saving the world, you know?
You're saving you're saving the people."
That's heroic with chainsaws.
Exactly.
That's pretty
All right, what's the
fucked.
first rated M game everyone here has played? I'm curious.
Dude.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Right on.
For me, it was
Mine-
GTA 3, but I didn't get to play it for that long, so I'm not gonna count it.
I'm trying to
Um,
think back on what my first M-rated game was.
Oh, fucking Call of
Conker's
Duty
Bad Fur
4.
Day.
Is Conkers really rated M?
Yeah,
Damn, is that like one of the only
it
rated
originally
M
was
games?
like rated adults only,
Hmm.
and then they like had to cut stuff and to like get it down to M.
Wait, actually, that's
the only,
wild.
like-
That's crazy, actually.
I think it's one of the only like M like games that came out on like Nintendo 64. Really,
That's what I was gonna say. Probably right. I can't think of any other ones.
there might have been like one other like kind of like some game to do with demons or something like Doom or something that
Right.
might have been, but Doom could have easily been rated T.
Yeah, I'm trying to play that new Doom game so bad. I never played it. The one that came out like 2 years ago, maybe
Dude,
last year.
yeah. They're supposedly doing another one too.
Yeah, I think it's coming out like soon, like next month or something. Our guitarist Cameron's super into that game.
Dude, I really liked the multiplayer on the latest Doom. It was really fast. It
It's
reminded me of
super
like
fun.
Unreal Tournament. and
Yeah,
stuff like
for
that.
sure.
Yo, I like the trend now of like these shooters that are so self-aware that like they don't take themselves seriously. They're just fun arcade shooters. I think that is so cool.
Yeah.
I just played the Wolfenstein game that came out a couple years ago, and I was like, damn, like this is literally just like point and shoot. That's it. There's no
Yeah.
like there's nothing
Yeah,
else.
it's like brainless, but you also get a cool story with it,
Exactly. Yeah. I
And
like that new trend.
Did you guys see there was a battle royale like parody? It was like a PUBG parody called Totally Accurate Battlegrounds.
No, I didn't
And
see that.
all the characters
funny.
moved around like they were fucking they had jelly legs and shit. And you could barely aim. This shit's funny as fuck.
Oh my god. Does it exist? Like, can you play it?
Yeah, I have it on Steam.
No shit.
I'm pretty sure it's like $5.
Dude, oh, you trying to party up?
Let's do it. Yo, that game is insane.
That actually sounds funny as fuck.
Dude, my favorite like battle royale game that I've played in a while is that like VR game Rec Room?
Yeah.
They literally just like ripped off the Fortnite map and made like
What?
VR like battle royale, and it's kind of fucking sick.
That's pretty sick. Do you
I
have like a
mean-
full VR setup?
I just have PSVR for my PlayStation.
Okay.
The next move for like PC, once I've finished getting my PC upgraded, is I'm gonna try to move into PC VR, but that
Yeah.
should be expensive.
It's like
It's so much
$800. Like
Yeah. And it's so much money for something that's not like
Like you won't even do that often, probably.
yeah, like PSVR is cool because like you can get a bundle for like $200 that comes with games. If you have a
Yeah.
PlayStation, it works pretty good, just fine. But like moving into like PC VR, like it's so expensive, and
Yeah,
there's
it
not
is.
really enough games for it that would really justify me wanting to spend like $1,000 to set it up.
Yeah, I don't know how many like high quality like playable VR games there actually even are, to be honest.
And most of like the ones that are like pretty high quality and playable are like remake or like not remakes, but like ports of like
Yeah.
older games into VR.
Like, I just
And
want to play
even those
Beat
are still
Saber.
kind of like kind of wonky,
Have you ever played that game Beat Saber?
I've played it once. I don't own it. I need
I
to buy it.
suck at
That
that
shit-
game.
That shit looks sick. I've never tried it though.
Mostly on VR, I've been playing like scary shit.
Oh, I
I
can't do
love
that.
scary shit.
Dude,
I
in
hate it.
VR, scary shit is like 10 times scary.
I cannot do
I
that.
haven't
No
done
way.
VR, but the game my current game right now that I'm going through for the first time is Resident Evil 7.
Dude, I've
Yeah,
got,
they have that on
I
VR.
have that in
don't they?
VR.
No
Yeah.
shit, really?
Dude,
Yeah,
it's fucked in VR.
It's so
It's
scary.
terrifying as is, yo.
Yeah, I can't
If I have my
imagine
lights
VR.
off playing that game, I'm jumping up and down like an idiot.
Dude, VR, like you're like sitting there and like you can hear like Big Daddy walking around looking for you, dude, and you're just like, I don't
That's
like
so
this.
scary.
I don't like this.
I'd probably just pause it and put on a regular show or something. I don't think I
Dude.
can handle that.
Dude, every time I play that game, I can probably last about 30 minutes to an hour before I'm like, all right, I have to take a break. Like,
Yeah,
and it's not even from like VR, like, or anything like that. It's just from literally being terrified.
Yeah, like when you watch it, like in my opinion, that game is a lot like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And you know,
Yeah,
like
truly.
when
yeah, I feel
when
that.
you watch like a horror movie, it's almost intentional. You're like, don't go up those stairs, like, or like, don't do this or whatever. Like, don't make that stupid decision.
When you're the
Whereas
one doing it,
when
it's
you're
so
playing
much
the game,
worse.
Right. Like when you're playing the game and you have like you have to go upstairs to get the fuse or whatever. It's like, fuck, man. Like if I was watching them do this, I'd say no, but now I'm doing it.
Yeah,
It sucks.
And like it's kind of funny because you'll watch like horror movies like that, and you'll like, I'm that guy too. I'm like, no, don't fucking
Right.
do it. But like the thing is like the game kind of forces you to. It's not like if
Exactly.
you're playing like Resident Evil 7 in VR and you're like feeling like you're really there, and you like are creeping around the house and you see like a window that's kind of busted out. You're like, I could just fucking jump out this window right now.
Yeah, you're making decisions.
But like at the same time, it's like, but this game is gonna force me to go upstairs and get the fuse. Fuck that fuse, dude.
Fuck the fuse. Yeah, fuck that fuse.
It's like your wife already tried to just like murder you with fucking
She cut off your
chainsaw.
hand. Your wife just cut off your hand. Just leave her. She's done. Go, leave.
Have you guys played Outlast?
Also, I mean, do you really want to be taking home your wife
demon?
when she like turns into like some kind of like crazy demon person?
She's not gonna kill your mom or something. You don't want your mom to die.
Yeah, no, dude, that's like,
I don't want my mom to die, at least.
dude, the broken window.
Dude,
The
Outlast is
broken
sick.
window.
Dude, Outlast is sick.
Never
I've
played Outlast yet.
I didn't play the second
Outlast
one.
is terrifying.
Dude, I downloaded the second one. I haven't played it yet.
The
though.
second one is very different from the first one.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
with like a cult, right? Like
Yeah.
I've watched the second one.
The second one, you're mainly outside.
It's a
Yeah,
cult
like-
game.
you're
Yeah,
like running from this like
I
religious
thought it
cult
was
or something like that.
zombies.
you're running from this religious cult that's basically trying to like abort your wife, or no, they're trying to pregnate your wife.
So it's like Midsummer, the game.
Yeah, it's fucked. It's like,
Well, like the
Okay.
first Outlast, you go into this like asylum, and it's like they've been experimenting on people and shit or something. So like it's there's like it is kind of like zombies, I guess. Like there's like people that like chase after you and stuff. They're like all crazy
infected
and stuff.
people.
yeah.
For sure.
So that one is terrifying.
I still
Because
have
it-
yet to
like,
beat it.
All you have is just a camera.
Yeah. You don't have anything to defend yourself at all in either
It's like, and
games.
if your batteries die, you're like fucked because it's just dark.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
is it like a first person, like you're holding like a handy cam kind of thing?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
supposed to be documenting
Oh,
You're like a
everything.
reporter or something.
Like
Yeah,
there's,
you're like
there's
a-
parts like that in Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I really think Resident Evil 7 took a lot of like influence or like inspiration from the first Outlast game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds up my alley. I could fuck with that.
Dude, there's a lot of like Resident Evil is like this, like say fucking if like whenever like say like the Korean Parasite movie, they were talking about making
yeah.
like an American like fucking multi-billion
Mhm.
dollar version of it.
Right.
Like Resident Evil is almost kind of like that, like redone like the game is like kind of the same as Outlast in a
Is
way,
Outlast? Yeah.
but like it's done with this like AAA like crazy budget, whereas Outlast
It's
was
like
more
the
of, like,
commercial. It's the commercial version of Outlast.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
but Outlast is smart, whereas in Resident Evil you can get a gun, you can like do that kind of stuff, like you can defend yourself, whereas in Outlast you don't.
Right.
You just film it.
You run. You're running.
But it's actually like a pretty long game. It's really well done for being like by a small studio.
I like
And
games like that where you're kind
There's
of
a lot of
defenseless.
nudity, a lot of like crazy man dick in that game.
Ooh, some full frontal.
Oh, dude, 100%.
I like games where you're kind of defenseless and your goal is to like evade rather than attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my main online games recently, I'm really into horror if you haven't guessed already, but my main online games recently have been Dead by Daylight and the Friday the 13th game.
Oh, dude, I played those for a while.
Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight's so fun.
Dead
And,
by
like, for
Daylight
those
is a
games,
lot
like,
of fun.
You can't fight back. Like you're trying to escape, that's it. You cannot fight
Mhm.
back. And I
Yeah.
really like that. It adds a lot of urgency to it.
Dude, I like being like Voorhees.
Dude,
I like
it's so
chasing after
sick.
people.
It's so sick, yo. It feels so good. It feels so good.
You have so much power.
Dude, seriously, they're nothing to you. They're ants.
Speaking on Friday the 13th, do you remember, Corny, do you remember when fucking you guys opened up the Cosmic Thrill Seeking Forever tour with, I'm pretty sure you guys came out on stage to
Halloween
Friday
theme
the
song.
thir-
John-
yeah.
it was the John Carpenter Halloween theme song. Yeah.
Did you
That
guys
was
do
our
that for the
walk-up
whole
song.
tour?
For the shows that were like big enough for it not to be cheesy.
Yeah.
Like there were some shows where we're like, playing to like 50 kids, like in some like art space, and we're not gonna have a walk up song for that. But like if we're like on stage and there's like a couple hundred kids waiting, yeah, we'll play John Carpenter's Halloween
That
theme.
side area where you like all like are standing there like, all right.
Yeah, all right, here we go. We're huddling, chanting something stupid. No, we've never done that before. We
Dude,
just
we,
give each
we
other
used
back
to we
rubs.
used to like stand around and sing a song that was just I'm walking and shit in my pants over and over again. We did that for like 2 years straight, and we had to decide on a new one. Lately, we've been dedicating sets to Country Mac and doing our sick karate moves before we.
For me, it's like I pace, I scream about how nervous I am, and that's about it.
That's
So you
And
accurate.
you
and I
actually
sh-
walk and shit your pants.
I walk, shit my pants, and shotgun a Red Bull, and then I'm good to go.
Hell yeah.
Dude, nice.
Sugar-free Red Bull, to be clear.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, at least be somewhat healthy about it.
Yeah, come on, low cal, baby, low cal.
But dude, yeah, like horror games are like one of my actually like for the longest time I really didn't play horror games because like I'm a pussy really.
I
But
feel you. I feel
uh
you.
but like lately, especially in the last like 2 years, I have legitimately started playing them a lot more.
What are some of your faves?
Dude, recently I streamed this entire VR like somewhat horror like suspense game called Here They Lie.
Interesting.
And it's one of
Never
those
heard of it.
games where you can't really do anything. You're just like evade or like make your way through the game. It was honestly like one of the fucking craziest games I've ever played.
Is it a story-based game or online?
It's story based, but like
Got you.
I don't
I like
really know
story-based
what the
better than
true story is. It's kind of just like a visceral like experience more than anything.
Right.
Dude,
I-
like towards the end I was like having flashbacks to like the summer I spent on psychedelics in college.
Heard.
Fuck.
Damn. All right, I'll stay away from that one.
But it was insane. Like, and I mean, this like I think it was over 2 streams. Like, we finished the whole game, and like, also that was the first time I was using like, well, not the first time. First time was Resident Evil, but using like the chat, like text to speech.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's
And
where the goop started.
everybody made it. It made it a lot less scary when I had the whole chat like fucking with me the whole time.
Yeah.
But like there were moments in that game when I was like, holy fuck, this is kind of fucking creepy.
Yeah, shit can
Uh
get dark.
Honestly, the scariest game I've played in, especially in VR, is probably Resident Evil. Resident Evil in VR is just that is an experience.
It's so
Seven,
high
or
quality.
just
That's
in general,
why.
the Resident Evil games.
Resident Evil 7, yeah, in
Yeah,
VR.
that game
But
is-
like Resident Evil games in general, I love them. I really liked the
7 is the
remake.
first
of
one I
Resident Evil
played.
2.
I never played any until now. I'm playing the 7 one. That's the first one I ever played.
Dude, yeah, and that one's like the most different than any
Yeah,
other Resident
They're
Evil
usually
game.
in third person, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was completely different.
There's a
Am
whole new
I-
thing.
Am I the only one here to play the SCP containment breach?
Containment? I've played it like once or twice.
Or actually, no, it's not containment breach. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There's a multiplayer SCP game.
I've heard of that, but I've never gotten to play
That
it.
game is
Yeah, I've never played that.
insane. So you can either spawn as like a Class D, a scientist, or like a militia, or you can be an SCP. And if you're the SCP, you're just going around killing everybody. It's sick.
And it's multiplayer.
Yeah, and there's constantly servers filled on it.
Nice. I'm trying to play that, dude. Shit.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sick, honestly.
I'm trying to remember the title of it. It's like,
Because I played Containment Breach, and it was like it's okay. It's like dated, you know.
yeah, there's a
Are most
remaster
y'all
of it.
PC gamers? Are y'all
Um,
Yeah.
Dude,
I switch between PC and console.
yeah, same. I have like multiple ways.
Once I
to
got a
play
PC,
games.
I sold my consoles.
Damn, I've never gamed on a computer before.
It's a lot of fun.
Dude,
It's
I
I'm a
just
noob.
recently got a PC for gaming, and it's pretty sick.
Right on.
But
I know like most people who are hardcore into gaming say like PC is the way to go.
For
Oh yeah,
sure.
Secret Lab, SCP Secret Laboratory. It's
Sick. I'll check that out.
I'm pretty sure it's free, if I'm not mistaken. I could be
Dude,
completely
fuck
wrong.
I like
You gotta love
free.
free games, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
Give me-
every
give
game
me
should
that
just be
FTP.
free.
Amen. I'll drink to that.
I think everything should just be free.
Dude, let's go.
Free season.
Yo, you might be onto something right now.
Nah, but I'm into games just being free and then having like in-game shit that you can buy for the companies to make money.
See, that's the shit.
Yeah,
I hate, not gonna lie.
Fortnite
Like,
did it
if
right,
it's-
as much as I hate
If
to
it's just
say
like
it.
cosmetics, dude, I don't mind that shit because like, and then I get to just play the game for free. And
dude,
then-
well, the funny thing is like, fucking Epic made more money just by doing that than they ever would have. Like,
exactly.
You know what?
selling the
Fuck
game.
Epic. They took over
Yeah.
Borderlands.
yeah,
Can't believe they did that.
They did what with Borderlands?
They took it over. You have to buy it through Epic now, or else you can get it on Steam, but not until next year.
I didn't play Borderlands 3, but I was a huge fan of the first two.
dude,
I love Borderlands 2. It's one of my
I
Ass
favorite
Borderlands
games.
3 for PlayStation, and I have a lot of fun with it.
There's a
Borderlands 2 is one
remaster
of my
for
favorite
Borderlands
games.
1.
Yeah.
Honestly, Borderlands is like up there with some of my favorite games of all time. Like I had
For
so
sure,
much fun
yeah.
playing that game. I love the aesthetic of it and everything.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
me
need to
too.
get Borderlands 2 for VR, actually.
That's a
Is
thing.
that a thing?
Yeah, for PSVR.
Oh,
That's sick.
Damn, that's BA.
I like watch some like stuff on it, and it's pretty sick. Like I mean, it pretty much just is the game. The only thing that's really weird about it is some of like the user interface choices are a little weird.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think it would like because I've played Borderlands 2 so much, you know, like that it would
Right.
like make it feel like a new game for me. Dude, honestly, one of the sickest VR experiences I've had is No Man's Sky.
Really?
Dude, it's so much fun in VR.
I still have yet to even touch that game.
Yeah,
Same
I've
with
been
the
talked
Outer
out of
Worlds.
getting that game.
I feel
Dude,
like everyone's been talked out of
that
getting
game,
that
at first, when it first came out, yeah, I would have talked people out of getting
Yeah.
it. But
I
now
wanted it,
it's
it
a
looked
completely
sick.
different game now. It is like way closer to what it was originally supposed to be now. They have worked on that game for like the last like few years, like nonstop. It has like actual multiplayer now. Fucking it's insane. Like it's an insane scope of a game now. But I mean it still is like it's a chill game. It's not like a
Would you still talk me out of it if I were to?
No.
If I were to, no.
you can usually find that shit on sale somewhere like at GameStop or something for like super cheap. And
Right.
all the updates, DLC stuff is free. Like
Yo, I
so
have
when I bought it for like $15. I've never paid any more money for it. Even the VR update was
Damn.
free.
That's fucking dope.
That's cool.
Question for y'all, because y'all are PC gamers. This is just a question. This isn't not meant for conversation. Just curious. Is there like achievements or trophies on PC? Like for-
Yes, sir. On Steam,
Yeah.
there's like plenty.
Yeah, Steam has like its own achievement thing, like Xbox does, kind of.
Got you. Because I've recently been hunting for those Chivos, baby.
What's your achievement score, dude?
I don't know my exact score, but I can tell you that I can tell you the games that I've 1,000 gamers scored and platinum before. All right,
Oh
here.
shit, dude.
All right. There's not a lot. But
Okay.
as of recently, I'm gonna go backwards. I just platinumed Wolfenstein, New Order, or whatever it's called. I just platinumed the God of War game that came out in like 2018. That game
Sick
was
game.
fucking
Yeah.
sick. I love
So
that
good.
game. Platinum Spider-Man PS4.
Oh yeah.
And then back in the day, 1,000 gamers scored Sonic Generations, which was actually sick. I like that game. And Alan Wake. Those are that's it.
I don't think
Dude,
I've ever platinumed a game. I'm
Really?
being completely honest, yeah.
Shit's hard.
Dude,
It,
yeah,
it
there's,
is
like,
hard. I just like
There's
I
a
play
whole
COD.
community of like gaming
Yeah.
that like where people like just like dick flex about platinum.
I remember trying to do
It
that
feels
for
so good.
Assassin's Creed games, dude, and it's just so fucking hard.
Oh, you know what? That's I 1,000 gamers scored that.
Damn, dude. That's one of the ones that I like went for, and I was fuck that.
That was
I
the
think-
only one of those I could do.
I
Yeah,
think on
that's so
on
hard.
Xbox the only 1,000 gamer score I have only 2 that I have, I think, are like fucking Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Damn, I feel like 1,000
That's hard.
gamer scoring those.
It's just because I played those
time-consuming.
fucking games so much.
I might have done Skyrim or Oblivion, maybe.
Damn, I can never
Skyrim, I
imagine
feel
doing
like
those
could be hard as
RPGs.
fuck.
Dude, Oblivion is actually though it's a longer game than Skyrim.
Dude, my nuclear take is that Oblivion is a better game than Skyrim.
I like obviously like now Oblivion is like it's like graphically it's dated in comparison to Skyrim, but there's
It
something
doesn't
about
age
that.
well yet, but it
There's
was so
something
fun.
about that glow in the lighting of that game.
Yeah.
That if you smoke some weed and you go and play Oblivion, it's like blows you away every
You're just
single
in
time.
it. You're in it, dude.
You want to hear
Dude,
my
what?
nuclear take?
Yeah.
I never played any of them.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
either.
I never played.
Fallout?
I'm with you on
Skyrim,
that.
I played Fallout 4 for a couple weeks. I got it for Christmas, but I
Fallout
think
4
my
it's okay.
what's that? My brain is just not. I have that small brain complex. I have that small brain complex going on where like I just cannot I cannot dedicate enough time for it to be worth it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude.
I just love games like that.
I feel like the older I
personally.
get, the more I get that whack poop brain as well, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's getting scary. My brain's
Like-
getting smaller. I feel like a squirrel.
Like, dude, I'm playing RuneScape right now. Did you guys ever play that?
No, I played Club
Dude.
Penguin.
Dude, no way, dude. Disney's Toontown. Let's go.
Oh,
Dude,
hell yeah. throwing
Toontown
pies
is
in people's
back.
faces.
Toontown is back.
Actually?
Yeah, you can play it again.
Dude,
Does it
if
cost
only
money?
Club Penguin
No,
was
it's
back.
free.
Dude, I'm in. All right, I
No.
gotta go. I actually have something to do.
Dude, I played RuneScape for a bit, like way back in the day, but I just never really got into it. Around the time that like I had a friend who was really playing RuneScape, I started playing Guild Wars, the first Guild Wars.
Yeah.
That game was sick.
Dude, yeah, because like you had like when I was in high school, I think it was like 9th or 10th grade. There were like two groups of people in the nerdiness in my high school. It was like people who played WoW and people who played Guild Wars because we could only afford to buy it once and not have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
WoW is fucking $15 a month, dude.
I could never get
And-
into WoW.
I played
Dude,
WoW for a
plus
little
Guild
bit.
Wars was like I don't know, it like WoW was like super cartoony and Guild Wars was like, nah, fam, smash this with a hammer.
Yeah,
Some people play WoW, some people play Neopets. You know, we're all different.
true
Dude.
that.
Yo,
But
you
in
guys
the
play
end, we're all
Webkins?
God's forgotten Neopets, you know.
True. I love my Neopets.
Yo, how about
Dude, I
them
used to go hard as
Webkins?
fuck at Neopets.
Me too. They're so cute, dude. I don't even like real life animals. I like Neopets.
Dude, I wonder if my Webkins account is still alive.
Oh, Webkins was sick,
Dude,
yo.
it was sick.
I had
Dude,
like
I'm too old for Webkins, dude.
I had so many.
No man.
Oh, I'm too old for Webkins. No one's too old for Webkins.
Dude, my little sister, who's 20 now, or 19 or 20, she used to make me buy her Webkins, and I was like, why don't you just play Pokemon like a grown person?
She used to
No.
make you buy her Webkins.
Webkins was the
Like a
real.
younger person tries to get people to buy like someone 21 in order to get
Dude,
alcohol.
yeah, like hey mister, you know?
Can you get my Webkin?
I still
Yo,
think it's
Yo,
really
if
funny.
I throw you 20 bucks, you get me my Webkin?
I had a car, she didn't, you know. I wasn't about to drive her around everywhere.
Yo, I didn't. I still can't believe that you got Hey Mistered by Joyce Manor. I think that's so
oh
funny.
yeah.
That's
I
like-
got Hey Mister by Joyce Manor.
What is hey mister?
It's whenever like it's called Hey Mister because like back in the day, you know, if you didn't have friends that were older and beer or something, you would just kind of like stand out front of the store a bit. You just kind of feel it out, and then you would like approach some
Okay.
dude who looked shady enough to buy you beer and
Right,
just like, hey
right,
mister,
right,
you
right,
know?
Okay. Wait, and Barry did that to you?
yeah.
Oh
They
my
like
god,
we
that
were
is a
my
cool
old
story.
one of my old bands was like playing a show with them at a DIY venue in Nashville called Little Hamilton, and we were like showing up to load in, and they saw me drinking beer, obviously, because what else are you gonna do?
Wait,
at a
what? You
DIY venue?
drink?
Yeah, right. So I'm like sitting there, I'm drinking a tall boy, and they just like walked up and were like, dude, like, because at the time I think I was like 21 or 22, and they were all like 19, 18, 19,
Damn, what?
and
I
they're
feel
just
like
like,
Barry
dude,
was old.
would you like mind like going to the store with us and like getting us some beer?
Yo, that is so funny.
I was like, yeah, sure, dude. So
Is
like,
Hey Mister an actual thing? Getting Hey Mister, is that a real thing?
Yeah.
dude, yeah, yeah.
Like, is that something you three knew? Hey Mister?
I never heard that.
I didn't really know of it because like usually when I was younger, we would just steal our parents' alcohol.
Right, yeah, of course. That's what I'm doing right
But
now.
like my brother and all of his friends, they like always talked about they referred to it as like, "Hey, Mister." Like,
Yo, y'all want to go out Hey Mistering tonight?
yeah, dude, let's hit the Mapco, get our Hey Mister on.
Y'all trying to go to Sev? Get our Hey Mister on tonight?
That's insane.
Dude, yeah, dude. But yeah, so I got him some beer, and it was 4th of July, so then we shot fireworks. Drunk as shit, probably not a smart idea,
I would have been upset if he didn't get his beer at the 4th of July, honestly. Good for
right?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't
He
let
earned
anybody
that.
go without 4th of July brewskis.
Nah, no way. No way, Jose.
Yeah, no, I think I'm like 1 or 2 years older than Barry. I'm pretty sure.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
31. I'll be
31.
32 in May.
Got you. Right on.
So yeah, he's still pretty old too. And this was like fucking shit. This was like 10 years ago at this point. I think it was like 2010.
10 years. That's a long ass time.
Yep.
Um,
That story predates Free Throw.
Damn. Would you look at that?
Damn, Joyce Manor's been going at it for a fucking long time.
Yeah, they have. And guess what? They haven't released a single bad record. Good for them. I
Yeah,
respect.
that's fucking hard to do.
No, legit. Like, they're one of the few bands where it's like, there's bands I love. There's bands I literally love that I consider my favorite bands that have a misstep, that have a regrettable album. You have to look past it, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like
Most
sometimes in most bands it's almost inevitable that eventually you're gonna try to do something different. It's not gonna
And
hit.
it's gonna suck. Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
No matter what. However, Joyce Manor's been going at it for like 12 years now. And like, even though every record's not a masterpiece, I don't think they've released a bad record. I
No.
think every record is good.
I
You
feel
can
like
definitely tell that Barry's like slowing down on the screaming as he gets older.
But that's
But
fine.
like, yeah, but I mean, they haven't written a record that I was like, this is bad.
There's no actual laughable misstep like there is with most good bands, Like, there's bands that are considered like legacy acts that have like one or two records that like universally agreed upon they suck.
how
But
do
like
you
Joyce Manor,
how do
Joyce
you
Manor rocks.
sorry, I keep cutting you off. Keep going.
No, go. No, that's all I had to say.
How do you feel about the new Green Day record?
There's a new
I was
Green
gonna
Day
get
record.
into this. There's a new Green Day record.
Yeah. It's
What the
Honestly,
it's
I was just on a Green Day
something.
podcast yesterday, actually. I have a lot to say about Green Day. They're my favorite band of all time.
Well, how do you like the new record?
Dude, you and Larry would get along, dude. He fucking loves Green Day.
Dude, they're the best. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Green Day. But the new Green Day record, I think the first like 3 times I listened to it, I was like, oh God, what have they done? And then I started to kind of open my mind a little bit. And honestly, I think it's my favorite Green Day record that's been released since the past 10 years. So like since 21st Century Breakdown, I'd say it's the most interesting Billy Joe has gotten with songwriting. Yeah.
Yo,
I say
my
fucking minute.
first
1 fucking minute. I'm not fucking Justin Bieber. 1 fucking minute.
You gotta be fucking joking.
You gotta be joking.
That's
I
such a
love that
good
video.
video. Legendary.
My final take on Green Day's new record is the past decade. I think it has Green Day's best parts of the past decade and Green Day's worst parts of the past decade. And that's my final opinion.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo, I saw them on
mean,
their
dude.
21st Century Breakdown tour. That was my first show I ever went to.
Yo, I saw them on that tour too. I think AFI played maybe.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. That was pretty fucking dope.
I mean, dude, at least it's not like, Billy Joe is like joining up with the Chainsmokers to make a band. Like,
Wait, what was that thing that he did last year? It was like the Long Shot or something. They did a tour with
yeah,
like
yo,
small
they-
venues.
I think they played at the church, honestly. I think
That's
they put,
That's
insane.
kind of cool.
They played
Yeah.
at the there was a venue they played in Pawtucket. I like almost went to, but I didn't.
Dude, honestly, I think that's so cool. Like, do you think like he's obviously like, as far as our generation, realistically, Green Day is like the biggest guitar rock band, right?
Yeah.
Would you say?
I'd agree with
Probably.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
At least in the top five. At least in the top
for
five.
sure.
Oh, for
top
sure.
5, yeah.
So, do you think like when he does tours like that, does he have like security following around and shit, or is he just like being his Billy Joe ass self?
See, I don't know, because I mean, I would consider Billy Joe like a fucking full-on celebrity.
A-lister, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, 100%.
Like would be
Especially, like, when it comes
recognized
to
on the
music.
street.
I
Like,
mean, I would recognize.
I feel like a
Like,
lot of people
I saw
could.
Strokes. I saw Strokes on New Year's, and our booking agent told me that they were having like an after party afterwards. That was like, I don't know. It was at like the Baby's All Right in New York City. So after I saw the Strokes, I went to Baby's All Right. I couldn't get in, but like I was just waiting outside just to meet them and shit, just because I was bored and drunk. And even like them, which I don't think the Strokes are as big as Green Day, are they? Would you say?
I would
I
know.
mean-
not
I
even.
mean, at one point they were huge, but like
But even
not
then,
long lasting, like as big as Green Day. I mean, Green Day is one
I
of
don't
the
think it's even
biggest,
close.
Like,
right?
band
Yeah, exactly. No, I
that
agree.
ever
I think
existed.
Green Day is like the of our generation, like the number one biggest guitar band. And it's like when I saw them and like Julian, the singer of the Strokes, was like walking up to the after party, he had like a full squad of like security guards being like, "Hey, like step away, step away, step away." And
That's
I was like,
interesting.
he's literally just walking down the street right now at like 2 a.m. and he needs this. Like, what do you think like Billy Joe playing the church needs? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy to me to think about. Like, do you
Dude,
think he
yeah.
has a full squad like just watching him?
Possibly, I don't know. I also
Probably.
feel like Billy Joe's the kind of person to get pissed drunk and fight people.
You
Yeah.
ever seen that video where he drop kicks the guy in the crowd?
Yeah.
Dude,
So
what?
sick. Someone's like fight. It's like there's like one drunk guy in the crowd like trying to fight a kid, and Billy Joe's like stops mid song. Is like fuck you, and he just jumps off the stage and just drop kicks this guy in
Yeah,
the face.
like double
That's
feet.
Oh wait,
sick.
yeah, I've
Double
seen that
feet.
video. That's
It's so
insane.
sick. It is so
That's so sick.
sick.
Yeah, like the only other band I can think of that would be even remotely close to Green Day on that level is like Blink 182.
Blink 182. Yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say.
Yeah.
Or I guess like Nirvana, but I feel like even that's kind of like the generation before a little bit.
I think
I know,
that's
but I
generation
also feel
before
like
G, yeah.
if we're really getting into that kind of discussion, like if Kurt Cobain wouldn't have died, like would Nirvana be as
I
like,
probably, yeah.
That's true. That's
crazy
true. That's true.
Because like he was also one of those people that I could have definitely seen Nirvana making a misstep album for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, for
100%. 100%. However,
But like Blink has too.
Oh yeah,
oh, that's all Blink is.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take. I think Bleach is Nirvana's best record.
I have a hot take on Nirvana too.
Interesting.
I love that take though. That is the punk. That is a
That-
punk as fuck take.
That is a good take, actually.
I mean, I would pretty much agree with that take.
To me, In Utero is the clear.
In Utero
creative-
is so sick, but like
That's like the creative peak of Kurt Cobain, in my opinion.
yeah, I can agree with that. That's a hard one for me because I do like both of those records.
Mhm.
Bleach and In Utero.
Mm-hmm.
So is Nevermind in this group the universally accepted least listenable
I
record?
feel
of
like it's the
theirs?
most overrated.
I
It
feel like
definitely is,
sure.
yeah, for
I,
sure.
it's literally just it's like
Just because it has like
it's
Teen
been-
Spirit on it.
It
Like
just
yeah.
has the bangers on it. That's why.
it's
I
meant to
honestly
be like
don't
that
feel
radio-
like. What's that? I'm sorry, my bad.
it's meant to be like that radio record. Like
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
it was produced, you know.
And
For sure.
honestly, I feel like that's exactly it. Like I feel like the reason that record is as big as it is and like as like monumental as it is not really because of the songs. It's just because it's the one Nirvana record that sounds sonically like impeccable.
Yeah.
Like just sonically, like that set, like those guitars sound like big rock guitars, whereas like In Utero and Bleach just sound like kind of pretty live recordings.
And
You know
who
what I'm
would
saying?
have guessed that the drummer was the actual genius in the band?
Right,
Yeah. That's
Mr. Grohl?
What's Nirvana's bass player doing now?
He's
probably
like
just
a
working
senator or
on-
something.
He
No,
like works
he's
at
like-
Walmart.
He's legit like a mayor or a senator. He's in politics somewhere.
That's
Really?
legit.
That's actually
Yeah, he-
insane.
Yeah, no, I read about this somewhere and I forget what it is. He's like the senator or something. He's like kind of high up there in politics.
That's kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, what a story.
What a story.
I think
But
Travis
yeah.
Barker needs like security. You think he's the most famous member of Blink-182?
100%.
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And the
Well,
most
I mean-
recognizable.
I mean,
Sure.
honestly, if you want to count Tom still as a member of Blink-182, since he's not really there anymore, Tom, as of late, has started to become a household name again because of his whole alien shit.
Yeah,
It's kind of
that's true.
sick. Have y'all been keeping up with it at all?
Dude,
No.
yeah. Who would have thought that he wasn't bullshitting this whole time?
Dude, legit. Like in my heart, I'm like, I really fucking hope none of it. Like, if any of this is bullshit, I'm gonna be so upset because I am believing in you right now. Like, I am trusting you. For some reason, I am trusting you. So if any of this is bullshit, your ass is grass, Tom.
Dude,
Legit.
I mean, they did release like those videos that weren't supposed to be released and shit. They
Right.
That's
What
like
even
some-
were the videos? I
that's some,
haven't
like
seen them.
pre-disclosure shit.
It's like military footage of like people in like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's like
those-
Navy footage of like this UFO or something, and then like the government actually came out and said, "Yeah, oh yeah, this is supposed to be."
And you can
released,"
hear
so.
like the audio in it of them being like, yo, like, we're trained in this. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I have like, I have no idea what the hell this is. And you can hear that. You can hear how confused and like kind of nervous they are. And it was
That's
pretty convincing,
insane.
honestly. Yeah, it is.
And
It'd
like
be
the Navy
hard-
confirmed that it was real.
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
was a real video.
It'd be pretty hard to fake, and on top of them confirming it's real, like there's no question.
Dude, well,
Right.
and I mean, whenever
It's-
before the video got released and like when all this stuff started, like the To the Star stuff started coming out, like I remember when it got like found out that like Tom DeLonge had been asked by like people associated with like the Clinton presidency and like Obama presidency and stuff, like it was like getting information from inside the government about alien shit. And like people were like, what the fuck? Is this real? Like, is he like really like disconnected to like all this shit? And it turns out he
Right.
actually and it's, I guess, being in Blink-182 and making, you know, like dick and fart jokes for all your life, you know, getting famous for it, like kind of like opens up opportunities to I don't know, fucking bring on full disclosure of
Right? Isn't that
intelligent
crazy to think
alien
about?
beings. Yeah, it's
Thinking
wild.
about stuff like that is wild to me. Like, it's like fucking Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O getting famous. It's like, holy shit, y'all are just like being idiots and you're getting famous for it. Why can't
Dude.
I do that?
Speaking of Johnny Knoxville, the other day I watched a documentary on like Big Brother Skate magazine,
Yep.
and Johnny Knoxville was one of the people for Big Brother that like where Jackass kind of basically came from, along with like the CKY videos and stuff like that.
Right.
Dude, Johnny Knoxville to try and be a part of Big Brother, like got like shot himself with a gun.
What?
Like put
What
on
the
a bulletproof
fuck?
vest and held like a gun like in front of his chest and shot himself.
Literally
the
a
f-
madman.
Like I was like, dude, they bought like the cheap bulletproof vest too. It wasn't even like they didn't like get the good one.
Wow.
It worked, but but like holy fuck, dude. Like I
Would
wouldn't do
imagine
that.
doing that though.
Like the balls on that guy, man.
Like what the fuck?
You've got to be like certifiably like a little off to just decide, you know what, fuck it. Just to be a part of this skateboarding magazine's like funny group of people. I'm gonna shoot myself with a gun.
I could not even imagine.
Dude, he got a whole honestly not very great, but a whole acting career off of it.
It's crazy, right? I watched his episode of, you know, that YouTube thing, Hot Ones, where they eat the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Steve-O both have episodes, and it's like hearing their stories. It's like your life is so much different than mine. The fact that your paychecks are coming from like getting shot in the nuts or something, it's like, what am I doing sitting here writing songs?
Dude,
Crazy
I think
shit.
about that every day.
If I'm not wrong, Johnny Knoxville was the one that broke his dick, right? Is that?
Broke his dick.
I'm pretty sure he
I
did.
didn't know about that.
Like while he was recording a movie, he was doing a stunt jump on like a dirt bike, and he tried doing a backflip on it, and the bike landed on his crotch,
Yeah.
and
Oof.
it
Dude,
like
did he have like a fucking boner when this happened?
no, but like
This shit gets Johnny Knoxville hard as fuck. I fucking love stunts.
Now we know the real reason why he does. But yeah, like I mean, like
Stunts.
how did he break his dick?
I'm not sure, but apparently as soon as he got up, his dick was like shooting blood, so he had to go to
I
the
didn't know that was a
ER.
thing you could break. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like
Maybe like a crushed, like testicle or something.
Oh yeah, that's
no,
possible.
like yeah,
I know
that's
from experience.
possible. It's
Yeah, really.
that was like
My condolences.
It's not crushed permanently. It was for a sec. It was crushed permanently temporarily. All right, let's stop talking about my
Yeah,
nuts.
that's
Next.
That's just painful.
Holy shit.
Oh man. But yeah, wow, broken dick.
that's like something I'm scared. I have to be scared of now.
Oh
Like
man, I don't think you're gonna be trying to do a backflip.
I don't think you
Well,
do.
like-
anytime soon.
if that amount of force can do that, think about how much stuff could go wrong and that could happen to you.
I mean,
There's
but
not a
what-
lot.
There
Yeah,
is.
where
I
would
feel
you
like
be
there could be.
encountering
How many
the
times
force?
do you run into pressure? How many times do you run into pressure like that in your pelvic region?
Actually, yeah, you're fair with that.
For me, it's like once every couple years, maybe if that. I can't even think of the last time.
I don't know. Maybe I just got hit in the nuts a lot in high school. That could be it.
Wear cup.
Yeah, dude.
Wear a cup.
I mean, I don't skateboard anymore, but I have
Oh.
racked myself on a handrail before. That sucked. But now I don't do that anymore, so I don't really have to worry about it.
There you go.
I got a compound fracture on my wrist skateboarding.
What is a compound fracture?
It's when
It's
the
like-
bone is out of your skin.
Oh, I'm just. I wouldn't even want to look at my arm.
It was sick.
I broke both of my growth plates in my wrists from skateboarding when I was like 13.
Yeah, mine were broken too from that.
Now I have like fucking smaller hands because of
Me too.
it.
Interesting.
We can just get Cam to take a picture with us. He can put his hands on top of our hands. Like,
Dude, I
they're
got
our
like paws, dude.
hands. Oh man, but yeah, dude, fucking yeah. I guess breaking dicks, man.
Jackass
You know what?
breaking dicks.
Like, why? Like whenever like skate became like the skateboarding game after Tony Hawk, what they should have like added breaking dicks into the like Hall of Meat mode.
Dude, I love the Hall of Meat. Like,
Hall of
side
Meat is
missions.
such a fun mode.
So
Y'all
fun.
remember Scarred?
Yeah, dude.
What was
shit.
that?
Show on MTV where it's just like people getting in skateboarding accidents and hurting themselves.
I've seen this
And, like,
video.
That's how I remember
And-
it, at least.
The host was fucking the singer of fucking Papa Roach.
Is
Wait,
that real?
actually.
Which one of the
I love that.
one of the names he went by? I think he was going by like Jacoby Shaddix at the time.
Holy shit.
What gives him the right?
Dude, I feel like
you
that
think
guy
that guy
changes his
needs
name a
security?
lot.
You think
No.
Papa Roach needs security?
No. No one
Dude,
knows
I
who that
love
guy
Yo,
is.
did you
Walk down
guys
the street.
see? You guys see a tour? That happened. It was Papa Roach and like Asking Alexandria.
Dude, I'm calling the cops if that's a tour.
It happened last year. I
Alerting
was
the
like,
authorities.
what? It was. They came to the Palladium, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Holy shit, dude.
Dude,
That's crazy.
man. I can't believe that like Crazy Town still tours.
Who the hell's Crazy Town?
Yeah, no, I don't know who
Butterfly,
Crazy Town
uh,
is.
Dude, you guys don't remember Butterfly?
No.
Be my
No.
butterfly.
Come on, lady,
That song?
Yeah, that
Come, my
one.
lady. Come, my
Yeah,
lady.
that
Be my
one.
butterfly. Sugar, honey. Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
song.
Dude, yeah, that band still tours.
They have other music besides that song.
Yeah.
Holy
Well,
shit.
like I don't know that the rest of that album,
They probably just play that song like 10 times.
dude. Probably.
That's their entire set.
Did you know Semisonic plays Closing Time as their opener and their closer?
Dude, I'm gonna start
I
doing
love
that with
that.
2 beers in.
So sick. That's a power move, honestly.
I mean, dude, 2 beers in, you got to play it 2 times.
Just start
yeah,
start
exactly.
do
One
a
beer
set
for each time.
do a set where you just keep adding one beer to the song every time you play it.
We're gonna just start doing Closing Time to open and close each set.
Dude,
Yeah, I like that.
that's
Just
kind of
cover it.
like it would be genius if the song wasn't about closing time.
I mean, it's genius as a closure. For
Yeah,
the
yeah,
set.
like
Right.
but if it was like their hit song and they opened and like played it again one more time just for the throwback fans,
Right.
kind of smart. But the
Or
fact
like
that
an
the song is
alternate
called
version.
Closing Time
Right.
and they open with it.
They should have an alternate version. Opening time.
You guys want to hear something interesting? There's an alternate version of a Tiger's Jaw song that I have on vinyl. Yeah, there is.
Is
I
it
got it.
cool?
Yeah, it's
Dude, the acoustic version?
Oh wait, no, I'm not their song cool. I'm talking like there's an alternate version of Chemicals I got with my self-titled.
Interesting.
Really?
It's-
Yeah, I haven't heard
It's like instead of a guitar, there's like a piano in the back. It's pretty cool.
I fuck with that.
There's an
like
alternate
that
version of
piano
cool
shit.
though. Like
I first heard I think I like downloaded a leak of Charmed. That's the third record, right?
Charmer. Yeah.
Charmer. I download like when that first came out. I downloaded the leak like a week before it came out because I was stoked. And the first track on it is cool, but it was the acoustic version. So for the longest time, I thought it started with the acoustic cool, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And when I heard the record, I was so bummed. I was like, "Damn, this acoustic opener was the coolest thing."
Dude,
But
I
yeah.
wonder like if they ever did or if it was like planned to do anything with it,
The acoustic version itself.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they released it as a B-side on one of the on like a 7-inch.
Okay.
One of the singles. I think I could be.
So
wrong.
they
What was
probably
that?
recorded it at the same time.
I might have that 7-inch because I think I have the 7-inch that has hum on it.
It might be the
that
hum one. It might be the hum one that has the acoustic version of Cool. Honest, I could be wrong too, though.
Like they probably like recorded at the same time as a plan to like do something cool for a single or something.
Right.
I don't ever think that far ahead. I'm too stupid.
Yeah.
Have you
fucking
guys
same.
have you guys ever
Small
seen the
brain.
video of Tiger's Jaw covering Semi Charmed Live?
Nah.
No.
That
That's like
sounds sick.
I do love me some Third Eye Blind though.
Yo, I love Third Eye
I love
Blind.
Third Eye Blind.
There's a video of y'all know Oso Oso, I assume, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
You know his old band State Lines?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a sick video of him in like of State Lines in California covering Third Eye Blind and covering Semi Charmed Life, and kids are going off the wall like stage diving and shit. They know every word, even to like the rap verses and stuff. It is the coolest thing. It was so sick. It's on YouTube somewhere. You can find it. It was pretty badass. I'm trying to make him do it again for this upcoming tour we're doing together.
That's sick.
I
Get
want a
State Lines
verse.
back together,
Yeah, man.
Dude, Free Throw played with State Lines like 6, 7 times, I think, something like that.
Yeah, dude, they were the best. That band is great.
They fucking were so good live.
I love that band. I think Jade is one of my, like honestly, like in this little this pocket of music, I think Jade is like one of the most talented songwriters I've ever.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd agree with that.
He
Yeah.
blows me away. Like I really don't like he should be like writing jingles for commercials or something at this
Dude, well,
point.
and he like he makes it look so easy too. It's like he doesn't even
Legit.
try.
It's
Just like
effortless.
just always good.
Yeah, agreed. It's crazy. He really blows me away. Every record comes out, I'm like, damn, you really
Basking
did
in
that.
the Glow is probably one of my favorites from last year.
Oh yeah, same.
These
Oh, dude, great
Yeah.
record.
Yeah, absolutely.
songwriting
Top
on
5
that
at
was
least.
amazing.
Dude, I don't think there's been a bad Osa record.
No, there
There
hasn't.
There's not even a bad
I
Oso
remember-
song.
I was
Yeah.
listening. I found Real Stories on Bandcamp, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is sick." And
Yeah.
Dude.
I've
Yeah,
been
that riff.
listening since.
Well, and also like Oso, in comparison to State Lines, it's cool that State Lines covered that song too, because Oso really does have like this Third Eye Blind like influence,
Oh
Yeah, for sure.
like super strong.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like those are some of his like main pulls for inspiration. It's like Third Eye Blind and like I know
because like
for State Lines, it was Taking Back Sunday. That was what
Yeah.
that was his thing.
Mm-hmm.
and like on stories like track 1 side A, that song
That is a Third Eye Blind song.
it could be a Third Eye Blind
Yeah,
song.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yo,
like Third Eye Blind, but almost like better than Third Eye Blind.
I would definitely not disagree with that. I
unless
don't-
unless we're talking like self-titled Third Eye Blind, like that
hot take.
record's like a fucking ball.
I got a hot take for you. The third record, Out of the Vein, is the best third.
Dude, I do like Out of the Vein a lot.
I love that. I think every song is so good. I think it's amazing.
I like
That
everybody loves to love Motorcycle Drive By and stuff. But my favorite song from their first record is actually Burning Man, dude. That song hits.
Yeah, I don't understand Motorcycle Drive By being like this huge cult favorite. That's like my least favorite song on the record, honestly.
It's mostly like people that were like a little bit older than me that like when that record came out, they were going into like middle school and shit. When I was in, like, elementary school.
Right.
That all are about that song.
I don't get it. Like, honestly, in my opinion, the best song on that record is probably How's It Gonna Be?
Dude, How's It Gonna Be is sick.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
a
probably my
classic.
favorite song on that record.
And
Yo,
I
I
mean,
hate to be this person, but I think I gotta dip.
All right, yeah, we can.
It's coming up on 5.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
got
was
it.
like,
I knew
I was
you
like,
were.
shit,
I knew you had to
silence.
go soon. I was about to say we
Yeah.
could probably start
Yeah,
wrapping it up.
I
This has
want
been
to. I
fun,
want to
though,
keep
like-
talking. Yeah, I'm enjoying.
Yeah, this is cool.
I have other obligations that I don't want to piss off.
We can definitely do a part 2 to this at some
I would
point.
love
I mean, like,
I'm down. I'm totally
yeah.
down.
yeah, like I leave for tour soon, but dude, I'll hop on anytime you need a guest or want
Yeah,
to
same.
hang out and talk.
Honestly, same. I'm totally down. I
Appreciate
had a lot of
that.
fun.
This was this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming and
Dude,
hanging.